What I'd like to do today is go through the profit and loss worksheet that we worked on in week 3, lesson 1. So first of all, what I've done here is put term 1 as our school term for September, October, November and December, and then we'll be working out the term total for each of these areas. So here we've got a section where we have the income, and here is our expense. Our income is the money coming into the business, and the expense is the money you are spending in running the business. So let's say, for example, to make it easier, I'll be working in dollars, and let's say we made sales from hardware, say about $9,000, and from software, so we make more money in software. And other sales like wiring and add-on sales or subscriptions, so we made on $250. Now, to easily calculate the total of income, the formula you can use is the sum formula. So to start off every formula, remember to type in the equal symbol, and then the formula that we are using is the sum formula, SUM. And then we open parenthesis and select all the cells that you'd like to use for a calculation. So here we just need sales from hardware, software and other sales, and remember to close your parenthesis. And note here we don't have cells B3, B4 and B5. We don't have all of those. We're missing B4. The reason we're missing it is because Excel only requires the first and the last cell to be entered. That saves us a lot of time. Press enter and you will get your result there. Now let's try the same. So advertising, I'm just going to make up some numbers. Utilities, telephone calls, motor expenses, and repairs and maintenance to the shop, for example. We'll do the same formula again. Now, what you do need to know is understand the spreadsheet that you have in front of you. And if you understand it, you realize we will only need to add the total of these cells here for the expenditure. I realize some students select everything. That's sometimes because you haven't put enough thought into what needs to be done. So equals sum, open bracket, and select the cells that you need, which is just expenditure. Don't make the mistake of selecting every single cell there. Close parenthesis. There we go. It's quite simple and quite easy. Now, for the net profit, we don't use the sum formula. And it's easy to get confused because we're using sum formulas and other formulas quite regularly. It is as simple as income minus expense. Now, gross profit is the money is an income that you made before you calculate your expenditure. And the net profit is the actual profit. So your income minus your expenses and what you have left after that. So it's a very simple formula, don't overcomplicate it. So your income minus total expense, and you press enter. Now one of the purposes of spreadsheets is to make life easier and to automate calculations and do things quicker than you normally would. Now I'm just going to put in some test data here. So what we will be doing is we can copy the formula over, and sometimes you can do this and sometimes you can't. So at the moment I can click on the fill handle here, I can drag it to the right and it will automatically copy the formula. Now when it does copy the formula, here we're looking at B3 to B5, and we'll automatically use relative self-referencing to change the formula to equal sum C3 to C5. And when we do this, okay, we can do it all the way through. Let's put more data here. Leave this one empty, and let's say we didn't make much sales in December. Okay, as you can see, when I'm changing the number, note the cell here, the cell E6, see what is happening. If I change the value here, it will automatically recalculate, and that's again something that we want Excel to do for us and save us time so that we don't have to go and manually recalculate everything. Again, copy this down, and these two. Now here, we're looking at the term total for all the sales from hardware. This equals some open bracket, and we'll be using the data from the 4 months. We'll close that down, and we can also copy this down. Term total, gross profit as well, and I could ideally copy this down completely. And then when we're adding up our expenses, let's say we're using the same amount of money for advertising, the utilities are not changing, the telephone bill are the same, but motor vehicle expenses are going down, and then repairs and maintenance, we don't have any initially. Now, as you can see here, it's showing us that we're making a loss here in November and in December. So if you're asked, locate the month in which there is a loss, it will be where you have a minus value. Now if you do want to go through and you want to see a formula, you can click on the formula tab at the top, and then you have a section under formula auditing, show formula. Click on show formula, it will show the formulas that you have used. I might be asking for this sometimes so that I'm clear that you've done the correct formula, and I can mark you on that. Right. If you have any questions regarding this, feel free to send me a message on Microsoft Teams.